The following is a presentation of TFNN. Live at TFNN, the Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. Brought to you by Nadex.
Let's go to Scott in Colorado Springs. Hey, Scott, what's going on?
Good morning, guys. How are you?
We're doing great, man.
I want to thank you for bringing this Nadex platform to our attention.
Oh, cool.
It's one of the most powerful things that I've seen.
Yeah, it is certainly a platform that not only is neat, but what's so sweet about it, folks, if you haven't tried it out yet, is that when you put your trade on, that is your stop. So what happens is this. Everyone's excuses all the time is that I moved my stop, I didn't put my stop. Well, that is your stop.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's perfect. You can set your trades and go do something else.
Now, Tom O'Brien and Steve Rhodes.
Welcome, folks. Steve Rhodes, Darryl Martin, Tom O'Brien. Appreciate you growling and prowling out here with the Nadex Bull and Bear Binary Option Hour. Right now, we got the Dow down 11, Nasdaq's up 4, S&Ps are off $1.50. And folks, if you haven't test drove the Nadex platform yet, come over to our website at TFNN. You're going to see the banner right on the very top. On the side, you can test drive that platform right here, right now. They'll put $25,000 of funny money inside your account, so you can be out there trading that baby each and every day. And of course, don't forget, Darryl, as well as we all have our own program at TFNN. Darryl's on with us every Friday. He has his own program from 1 to 2 Eastern Standard Time each and every trading day. In fact, today he's going to be on 3 to 4 also. He's going to be doing Ken Shreve's Growling and Prowling show. And what we've also done, Darryl, is bringing out an analyzer today, folks. I'm sure many times that, you know, if you've been listening to the program, you see that he has a lot of software that is very powerful. If you come over to our website at TFNN, you're going to see the analyzer right on the front page. You can test drive that, but I'm going to let Darryl walk you through it. Darryl, what's going on, brother?
Hey, man, how you doing this morning?
Oh, we're doing great, man. And, you know, and when we talk about, you know, the deviance in the marketplace, Steve and I, when we were doing the show last night, and it was, you know, folks, the market is just one beautiful thing, but the deviance in the market is just really gorgeous. I mean, it really is, you know. And, you know, what you have, and specifically what I'm talking about is this, folks. See, the indices, whether it's the Dow, the Nasdaq, or the S&Ps, they all did what exactly they're supposed to do. You know, actually, this morning I was looking at them. Yeah. They all went A to B equals C to D within 3 points.
Okay.
Right to the number.
For the move down.
For the move down. Right to the number.
Yeah.
And, you know, as I say many times, folks, what ends up happening is that markets never go up forever or down forever. Okay? So you got to get the breathing patterns. Okay? Now, the tool that Darryl has for the Nadex market is pretty cool because it tells you what trade spread to take first. Okay, meaning mathematically, right? And then what he also has that is wrapped inside there is a deviation level. You know, so first off, tell us how this tool works, Darryl.
All right. Well, basically, it's a scanner or a filter. So it goes in and, you know, if you're trading on Nadex, there are a lot of spreads.
Right.
And, you know, like right now, if I pull up the Nadex platform, throw it on the screen over there,
we'll get we'll get your screen up. Okay, awesome. Thanks, Al. Yeah.
Awesome. So, like, if I pull the Nadex platform, you can see if you want to go in, and all of a sudden, I got all these different areas. So I go to bull spreads, and then I go to US 500, and now I have literally just tons of spreads in here to choose from. And you got to scroll down, and then now you have to open up each one of these and look through each one of them to find which spread you want to take, which one has the best, you know, risk-reward ratio.
Okay.
How far does it have to move to break even? What is the risk on the trade?
Yes.
And so, you know, really, once you make your trade, you're looking at your charts and you're like, hey, I want to buy, I want to sell, you know, I want to do a gap trade, whatever. Then you got to figure out which box spread you want to trade.
Right.
And you can imagine if you're going through and doing analysis on 12 spreads, or 13 spreads actually, after you've done all of your technical analysis and you're ready to hit the button right then. You don't have time to wait.
And folks, if you happen to be in the car right now, what we're looking at is this. The spreads have different price points and they have different time expirations. And that's what's important to understand so as we go through this.
Exactly. And so you got all these different strikes and risk levels and everything else depending upon what you're doing. You know, if you're doing straddle, strangle, selling, buying, whatever. And so, I mean, you could literally spend 30 minutes finding which spread you want to trade. Well, by then your move easily could be over, right?
Sure.
So you don't have 30 minutes. You have seconds really to pick your trade. And so when you go in, what you do is I built this tool because I trade on Nadex all the time. I love trading on Nadex. And but the one challenge I had was, how do I find the right spread? It's taken me forever to find it. And I built this like Excel spreadsheet, and that was good. It helped me, but it's still like I still had to type in all the prices, and of course they're changing every second.
Right.
And so I went in and I actually hired a programming team to come in and help me out. And we actually built a fixed feed directly from the Nadex exchange. It updates every single second. Comes into the server, and for all the Nadex markets, for all the spreads. And you can go in here and you can choose any market you want, and literally in seconds you can find the right spread for the trade that you're looking to do. So, if we're looking to, I'm just going to throw an example out. But let's say we're looking to go in and, sell the S&P 500.
Okay.
So I click sell, and I have US 500 on here. That's the Nadex correlation to the S&P 500.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to say, you know what, I want to build it late to make $2 for every $1 I'm risking. Okay. That's going to instantly drop all the spreads off that don't qualify. And then I'm going to say, you know what, I don't want to risk more than $100. And click out of there, and now what it's done is it's immediately narrowed down my choices for me and showed me, what trades are going to be the best trades for me for the trade that I want to do. And by looking at this right here, I can find a trade that has to move, 1 point, but it's risking, $95 a spread, versus a trade that only has to move 2 points, risking $54 a spread.
Okay, hold on, let's go over this again. Okay, so the first one we're looking at, you're risking 1 point to make.
You're risking $91, so basically 2 points of risk there.
Okay,
but
good.
to make. For a 1, but it has to move 1 point to be at break even.
Okay.
So that's not a bad trade. Okay. Not really a big move there required. And then I can go up here too, and I'm going to do one little setting on this. I talk about this in some of the tutorials we have.
Yeah.
But it'll open up a few more spreads there. But I can go in and it basically show me all these different options on the different spreads I can take. Okay.
Okay, let's go through them because there's plenty of people that can't see this, okay? So let's just go through this.
Okay, we'll walk through them one at a time. Awesome. Okay, so the stuff I put up literally gives me 4 different spreads, and it's sort of fluctuating a little bit, but basically 4 different spreads to look at. And so when I'm looking at the different spreads, I got 3 spreads actually right now, and it's live, so it's actually updating. So if a new spread comes online that meets my qualifications, it'll put it in there. So I'm never missing an opportunity. So one of the challenges on Nadex is you have to always remember to hit this refresh button at the bottom to see the new spreads.
Okay.
Whereas this is actually going to push them right into the web page for you.
Okay.
And so actually now I have 5. So I got a couple more trading opportunities. So one of them expires in 45 minutes.
Yeah.
All right. It doesn't have to quite even move a point to be a break even.
Oh, that's cool. I see. So when you're looking at the spread, the minutes are at the beginning, which is crucial to understand. Right. Okay. Cool. Yeah.
Because if I'm going to, and so I might rule that trade out right away. I know it's $26 risk. I know it's only a point move, but I'm not doing a short-term
45
trade.
minutes. You can give yourself some time. Exactly. Because that's what makes it so neat about Nadex, folks. Time is on your side.
Exactly. And now I might do a 45-minute if I'm doing like a news trade or something.
Yes.
But news coming out in the next 5 minutes or something like that, that might be a good option. But beyond that, I probably don't want that trade. And so let's say I know I don't want that trade at all.
Okay.
I can go up here and I can filter it out. I can say, don't show me any trades that don't have at least an hour until expiration.
Okay.
And now that's going to be gone. So it's out of my way. I'm not even looking at it.
I see. So you're putting the 60-minute entry. Okay, cool, man.
Exactly.
Okay, I got it.
So I put minimum 60 minutes until expiration, and now I'm not even looking at the shorter-term spreads.
Right.
And so now I go down here. Now I only have 4 options available to me, 4 different Nadex spreads. And so 104 minutes. So this is my shortest one. So I want to check this one out real quick.
Okay.
Have to move 1.8, so points down to be profitable, and basically a $30 risk on the trade.
Okay. Well, here. What about if you buy like the S&P right now? We're at 1408. I suspect this wants to go to 1414.
All right. So let's flip it around. Look at the buy side.
Okay.
So and this can happen in trading too. There you go. So in trading, you're bearish, and all of a sudden you turn around, you flip, and you're bullish, and now you have to redo all your analysis. Well, in here in the scanner, you don't. Just go up here and click buy.
Okay.
And now what we've done is we flipped around, and now we can see the buy spreads that are available for us right away.
Okay.
So now I see 2 spreads that are available. I got 1 spread that's going to expire in basically 103 minutes, so a little over an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Has to move 2 points, only a $22 risk on the trade.
That's a good one.
Yeah. And then I got another one that expires basically at the end of the day at 4:15. It even has the time of day on here too, not just the minutes, but the times if you want to see that.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
So I got one that expires at 12, and then one that expires in 358 minutes or at 4:15.
Yeah.
That's only a $30 risk. So for and only another point move. And so with that trade right there, for basically a 1 more point move, I'm actually only taking on $10 more of risk, and I have all the way till the end of the day to place my trade.
Okay.
And then
what ends up
highlight
happening, folks, which is neat about that, is that if it hits your number, you can take it off then. You don't have to wait to the end of the day.
Exactly. I don't have to wait till 4:15, but I have till 4:15 to be right about the direction.
Right.
And so now let's go in and let's say, you know what, out of these two, I like both of these, and I narrowed it down. And, there's a couple other ones popping up, but, I don't, like, that one's $96.
This is good enough. Yeah.
Yeah. So I got to make my choice between these two. I'm like, okay, 3 points, 4 points, and $17 risk, basically $30 risk. And then I go over here and I go, okay, well, what about the reward? Well, this one can only make $79. This one can make $366.
Wow.
So there's a lot more profit.
What a trip.
Now, again, that's potential. That's not expectation.
No, I understand. Potential. No, I get it. I know you're not going to put the money in my pocket, believe me.
In order to make it's got to get to 1450 in order to get to
right.
But at least I know the potential is there. And there are some days, gold will move 50 points or 100 points.
Yes. Volatility's my middle name.
And you never know what's popping out of Europe next and whatever else. So anyway, so the potential is, why not take it if there's only $10 difference, why not have all the additional upside?
Absolutely.
And one thing that really helps is there's a reward-risk ratio that I built in. And so you can see that this spread actually gives you for every dollar at risk, there's a potential to make $12.
Okay.
So
and
that's
the first
really
one, for every dollar, it's $4.77. $5.14. Okay. All right.
$5.14. There you go.
Right.
Yeah. So that's really, really helpful for figuring that out.
Yeah. Easy, quick. Right.
And when you're looking at, break-even distance, like how far does it have to move?
Yeah.
I won't go into this too much yet. We'll talk about this in one of the next segments. But that's where the deviation levels come in, about how far you expect it to move.
Oh,
so you can check that with the deviation levels. So I can go over to the S&P 500 and I go, well, how far do I expect? And we got 1416, which is pretty close to what you're talking about, 1415, right?
Yes.
So so right there, that's a half deviation move would be 1416.75.
So we just swapped, folks. We went through the scan, and now he has this deviation level spreadsheet built into this. Okay. So
now I can, that's enough room for me to make a profit on this trade. If I expect it to get to, say, 1415 or 1416.
I see. So when we're looking at the deviation level, you went to a half a deviation, and that's why you got the 415, right?
Exactly. Yeah, because you're saying 1415. I'm like, hey, my deviation was 1416.
I want to get it clear.
And so I want to, if I'm going to buy, I at least need to be able to get to a half deviation and make a profit. If I'm going to get in on the trade.
Right.
And because what I like to do, if y'all listening to the, like guys out there that listen to the show, is when I get to 0.5, I'm usually tightening my stops. I'm looking to, if it starts falling back, I'm getting out. Gets to 0.7, I'm tightening them more. It gets up to 1, I'm probably taking profit.
Sure.
Or get a 1 deviation level. And so you really, when you're looking at break-even distance, you got to have an expectation of movement. And without having to do a bunch of analysis, you can know right away, this is what the market says on how far the market's going to move. So
that is so cool, man.
So out of that, let's say we pick this spread. We want to do it.
Okay. Yeah.
Now there's a plugin built in, and I can say demo or live, and all I got to do is hit buy. And what it'll do is it'll actually open the ticket up for me in the Nadex platform, and then I can actually go in now and I can hit place order and submit my trade without having to go through and find the spread in the big list.
I love it, baby.
Rocking and rolling, baby. Daryl Mott, Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien, all you tigers and tigresses, you stay right there, folks. We're coming right back.
What type of investor are you? Conservative, moderate, or aggressive? No matter your investor personality, your overall portfolio should reflect your financial goals, time horizon, and your risk tolerance. Help ensure your portfolio is appropriately invested with an asset allocation plan from Morgan Stanley Wealth Management. Simply picking the right stocks is not enough. Research has shown that choosing the right proportions of stocks, bonds, and cash is essential to the success of your long-term investments. Morgan Stanley believes a carefully selected portfolio can lower volatility and increase investment return potential. Find out about what an asset allocation and a Morgan Stanley Wealth Management financial advisor can do for you. Call Angela O'Brien, First Vice President and Financial Planner of the Clearwater, Florida branch at 727-441-6108 today to discuss your personal financial needs. Asset allocation does not assure a profit or protect against loss in declining financial markets. Investments and services are offered through Morgan Stanley Wealth Management, LLC. Member SIPC.
With the launch of Tiger TV, TFNN has brought our programming to the next level. With Tiger TV, you can gain access to each host's charts and computer screens as they host their daily stock program. Whether it's Tom O'Brien, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Ken Shreve, David White, Larry Pesavento, Victor Jones, or Daryl Martin, you can catch all of our technicians hosting their programs live and archived on Tiger TV for your viewing pleasure 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you haven't checked out Tiger TV, then visit TFNN.com and see what you're missing.
You take a hands-on approach to managing your investment strategy. You're always looking for the next trading opportunity to magnify your perspective. Direction Shares connects sophisticated traders with a powerful array of ETFs from a wide range of asset classes. The markets may go up and down, and you want tools for both sides of the trade. Discover how we can help at DirectionShares.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction Shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction Shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors employing dynamic strategies. Investors in the fund should understand the consequences of seeking daily investment results, understand the risk of shorting, and intend to actively monitor and manage their investments. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen, live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den, absolutely free, for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
Millionaires are made every day. The fact is, living your dreams is possible. Someone, somewhere is going to get rich. My recommendation is, let that be you. Each day, someone is making the decision to better themselves and creating a plan to fulfill their financial dreams. Let that be you. The key to turning dreams into reality is to take massive action. Let that be you. I'm Steve Rhodes, co-host of the Money Master Show with Tom O'Brien, seen daily at TFNN, and I can help you with your journey to great wealth. I'll show you how to create the ultimate financial edge, a set of tools, insights, and strategies that are part of my daily newsletter service, Mastering Probability. You'll have direct access to me by phone, email, and my private library of trading and investing secrets for 30 days with an unconditional money-back guarantee. I'll take your trading to the next level. Click on my name, Steve Rhodes, on the homepage of TFNN.com and turn your dreams into reality. Mastering Probability, folks. Let that be you.
This segment is brought to you by Goldfields. For more information, just click the Goldfields banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Daryl Martin, Tom O'Brien, Steve Rhodes. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, folks, you get the Dow flat, Nasdaq's up 3, S&Ps are also flat. Let's take a look at some of the equities out here. So inside the NDX, folks, which is holding it up right now, this is what you have. You have Expedia, Cerna, Maximum, and Priceline. Bringing it back is VeriSign. The shocker, of course, is that, Apple and Amazon. Apple, folks, and Amazon both were down. Apple got to 582 last night. By the time Steve and I got off the air, it was at 609. Amazon is even better.
It was up this morning in the pre-market, too. You buy a buck, I was like, oh, that's beautiful.
Amazon is up $7. Amazon was down. I'm like, oh, here it is here. Amazon was... I think
remember at the close yesterday, somebody knew something was going on because there was a big sell. They came in right at the close. Yeah.
Huge. And then I think Amazon, maybe went to 214. Bottom line is that after hours, they both went down. They got a couple cans of spinach, put them down.
They did.
Boom, they come roaring back. Right now, we're talking with Darren. We've just set up a trade, folks, about the S&P. So the S&P right now is at the 1406. And I'm looking for that S&P to get up to the 1414 level. And I believe we're going to have to the end of the day to do that.
Yep. I went ahead and put it in. I put my take profit order in. We're ready to go.
ESZ. Let me see this thing, baby. Okay, so let's take a look at it. So We get 1406 right now. If we bisect and dissect this baby, this is what you have. I'm going to put this on a 2-day. Okay, so this is what you have, folks, okay? And you had the first spike up. Now, the first spike up in the E-minis, you got to 1410. We did 100,000 contracts. It hit the top of that, died in the vine. And what it's doing, folks, is this. You're going into the 25th. That's what you're doing. And that's where the 1416 level is. And that's where I'm getting it from, too, by the way, folks, okay?
Yeah.
So, on the other side, okay, what you have is this, is that now what it just did, it backed down 10 minutes ago and got into 1406 again. But guess what? There's not enough juice on the way down. We did 81,000 contracts versus the 101. So that's saying it's going to at least test it once again. One of the tigers in the den says, where's the stop? Now, which is really cool inside the Nadex platform, folks, is that is it. It's a defined stop. It's a defined trade, period.
Yeah, your risk was... $30.
$30. What ends up happening, that thing could spike down to 1390, folks, 15 S&P points, okay, which would be basically $750 if it was one contract.
That's right.
A mini.
Yeah.
Okay. And you wouldn't lose more than 30. And then if at the end of the day it spiked all the way back up, well, guess what? You make money.
Trade.
That is the dynamics inside the Nadex platform. That is the plus extraordinaire. There's no two ways about it. It's pretty amazing, man. 877-927-6648. And we just might have I like this market, man. You know. Oh, well, let's put it this way, folks. I like this market for the bounce. Okay, that's what it comes down to.
Not too bullish there.
Yeah,
let's go for the bounce.
Yeah.
Now, one of the other things also we didn't even mention on the last segment there on the scanner.
Yes.
That's really helpful. Sometimes, like, you may be looking, you may not find the opportunity you want, like, say, in the S&P.
Okay.
But let's say, you're a little bit bullish, whatever, across the board, like, Russell, NASDAQ, whatever.
Yeah.
Is you could leave your same filter parameters in. And maybe you found one that you liked pretty well. You're like, you know what, I like these ones that are, like, at least, 3 or 4 to 1, or, reward-risk ratio.
Okay.
And so you go in to, filter them down. And then from there, you can now go in and you can say, well, show me the other indices. And so now you can see all the different opportunities across the board to see if there's one that you like better.
Okay.
Like on the Russell or the NASDAQ or the Dow.
And are you're clicking each one at one time, or this is going to go out and search for all of the 4
It'll actually search for all of them at once. So if I just click indices, it'll literally highlight all the indices at once.
I like that. Okay,
and cool. Then I can just scroll. I can just simply scroll down the page, and it'll show me all the indices.
I see. Okay.
And, I can also hop over. Of course, I can look at the foreign indices. I can look at the energies.
Yes.
Natural gas, crude oil. Look at the metals. So, like gold, silver, and copper. I can check out the agriculturals, like corn and soybeans. And then for Forex, I can look at, basically the 8 main Forex pairs and the G8 there. And so it makes it really easy once I figure out what my risk-reward ratio is, and I'm trying to find my best trade. I'm across several trading opportunities. I like the euro-dollar, I like this, but I only want to risk this much at one time. And so with that, I can go in and I can say, all right, well, out of these 3, which one has the best trade for me?
Amazing. You stay right there, folks. You know what's amazing right now, folks, for all you tigers and tigresses, which is really cool. So gold is only up 330, but guess what? Gold wants to run up another $10. Now, when you take that correlation inside the S&P, it's a beautiful thing, baby. Darryl Martin, Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. You stay right there, folks. We're coming right back. This is going to be wild. It's
You've heard Tom O'Brien on the air, and you've seen him on Tiger TV, as well as being featured as a regular CNBC guest and contributor, and now you can have access to his expert trading advice each morning through his daily trading newsletter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, gives traders, investors, and money managers a thorough strategy for trading stocks, options, and indices every market day. Market Insights comes out each market day before 9:30 a.m. and provides traders with Tom's daily commentary, opinion, and specific trade recommendations on the markets. Using advanced Fibonacci methods, volume indicators, Gartley patterns, candlestick charting, gaps, and market timing, Market Insights will give you specific trade recommendations including entry, stop, and exit prices. The summer is over and traders are back. Get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. If you're an investor looking for a great weekly investment newsletter, then now is the perfect time to try out Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks. Every Tuesday, Ken breaks down multiple sectors in his weekly newsletter, Ultimate Growth Stocks, with a full in-depth report including specific trading recommendations within his model portfolio, charts, sector analysis, upcoming economic data, along with intra-week trading updates on newsletter positions whenever the market dictates. Right now, you can receive a full month, that's 30 days, to evaluate Ken's newsletter free of charge to see if it fits your trading plan. At less than $75 per month, Ken provides you with his expert trading advice that can pay for itself in no time. Take advantage of this great offer by signing up for a 30-day free trial to Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks today. Don't let this offer pass you by. Visit the front page of TFNN.com and sign up now. TFNN and Great Panther Silver have teamed up for another exciting silver giveaway. The Great Panther Silver Halloween giveaway will be taking place at the end of October, and for 3 full days, we'll be giving away silver coins and bars every hour from 9 a.m. till 6 p.m. to one lucky winner randomly chosen. There's no purchase necessary. For more information and to fill out your registration form today, simply visit the front page of TFNN.com where you'll find all the details. October 29th, 30th, and 31st, we'll choose one lucky winner that will receive a silver coin or bar courtesy of Great Panther Silver. Winners will be announced live on the air each hour for 3 full days. Don't miss out on this great opportunity to win free silver from TFNN and Great Panther Silver. Register today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com, and for more information on Great Panther Silver, you can click on their banner on the front page of TFNN.com or check them out on the NYSE Amex, symbol GPL, or on the Toronto Stock Exchange, symbol GPR. Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
This segment is brought to you by Crocodile Gold. For more information, just click the Crocodile Gold banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Darryl Martin, Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. And if you'd like to test drive, folks, the scanner, the analyzer, just come over to our website at TFNN. What you want to do is you want to have a Nadex account open, folks, because this is specifically analyzing the spreads on Nadex. And you can see we just walked through this, and you talk about dynamic. It's as good as it's as dynamic as you can get, man. It's pretty amazing, actually.
NEU, new market, they just bounced up $36, $37.
NEU, what is? Okay, so let's take a look at what do we?
I don't know, but just saw a quick bounce to up $37.
Okay, so let's see what they develop, manufacture, blend fuel and lubricants. Okay, the low is 172, the high is today 282. And
what's the news on it?
Declares. Look at this intraday. Intraday, they declared a $25 dividend. Yeah,
$25.
$25 dividend.
That's like the anti-Google.
Yeah, that's a 10% dividend. That's a 10% dividend.
Look at that jump.
And it opened at. These guys got a nerve actually doing that intraday. Look at that. Yeah, that's. Maybe. Well, it's a close call. It looks like the release. Well, it's hard to tell. Let's see. New indication. No,
9:30.
No,
right?
9:30. Yeah, it was declared before the market was open. That's pretty intense, though. No two ways about it. You know, when you talk about money to the top line, a 10% dividend. So
and Apple, you know.
Yeah, Apple's paying a dividend too, but the Apple's only paying $2.65. Yeah, $2.65. You know, so.
Nice 10% that dividend on Apple.
I'm sorry?
I'll take a 10% dividend on Apple.
Oh, yeah. Oh, $62? Oh, you're not kidding, man. No doubt about it.
Beautiful.
Let's take a look at some of these large caps out here, folks. Yeah, Big Blue is up $1.15 right now. You get Caterpillar up 27. Oxy's down $1.10. You get J.P. Morgan off 47 cents. Intel's up 15. RIM is toast, folks. Okay. What you have now is you have the migration from the U.S. government from RIM. And that's a big number. The first two...
and they stayed there primarily because of security issues, right?
That's correct.
Yeah.
And that's what they said. You know?
Okay.
But no, I'm sure that was real. But what you have, folks, okay, so picture something. Once the government moves, right, the government never comes back. The government takes years to move, and they just never come back. I mean, so RIM, okay, just, you know, get out the cream cheese, man, and toast it up, because it's done. You know, there's just nothing there. That's the real bottom line, you know. So, pretty amazing. And, of course, Amazon, basically, you know, Amazon rejected that lower price right now. So what
couldn't bust it down.
No, what you're going to see out here is that, you know, we're going to, I suspect, get a B2C of a much larger ABC down, you know, and this will take, whether it takes, I don't know, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days to, somehow, some way, it's going to try to pop, you know.
It's the full moon, my friend.
When's the full
Monday.
moon? Ow! Monday, huh?
Begins the next phase of that lunar cycle.
Monday, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll be fun. Okay.
That's a minimum of a 4-day pop.
Okay. Oh, that makes. Oh, good. Okay, that totally makes sense then. That's even better. I like that.
I tell you can take your bear rug like I did last night. I dropped it off at the dry cleaner, just make sure it was all nice and, you know. Told him no hurry. I'll just be back in the middle of the week.
Yeah, I can't go long. Well, I'm long right now, the NQs, okay, but I won't. I don't think I'll go home with those tonight. You know what I mean? You know, and the first, if you want to see, folks, okay, so if you trade both sides of the market, let me just show you something here in the NQs for a second, because the first pop, you know, Steve saw this last night. When the first pop, we were in here last night, and it was the 2661. Now, it went to 2666, but the way you get that, just so you understand how this works, is that when you get the rejection of lower price, all you do is you go over to the last time that it had any volume on the way down. And you're going to see that it lines up really nice on that whole 2661 level. Yeah. I'm trying to push a few more out because I just bought some back down here. I'm going to push more out at 2661, and then I want to push the rest of them out at the 72 level. And the reason, I think I got them at 79. It can run to 82, so I got them in at 79.
Yeah. The 9:30 session on October 24th gets you up there.
And so then on the Nadex, what I need here is that I need, let's see. And this one's so sweet. See, I mean, ESZ. Okay, so we're at 1405. Now, what's so sweet about this is what the difference is that the fluctuations, folks, on the Nadex don't mean a thing because it's $30. That's what it comes down to. Right. Where the fluctutions in the future market absolutely means something. And so the futures, I'm looking for 14, 14, 14, 16, you know, and if we, you know, we'll see if that shakes and bakes. What I had said right before we were going to the break,
you're looking at the gold.
Yeah, I like how gold is lining up. See, because gold goes with the broad market. This is where the deviance comes in the gold market in general. Okay, you know, you think you buy gold because you're hedging the broad market. If you're doing that, you're out of your mind because gold's going to go with the broad market.
You know, you get a weaker dollar, you get higher gold. You get a weaker dollar, you get higher price.
Exactly.
I mean, so exactly. You know, in the markets and then
totally. You know, and so gold's going to have. Let's see. So it's 1040 right now. Gold's got about another hour to make that one spike and just flip everyone right out. But what it's doing is pressing the 17, 18, and it has the juice. That's what's really cool right here, okay? The first acceleration up, we did 74,000 contracts. And, you know, nothing from them, but it just, you know, I like the setup right now. You know? Yeah. For a short-term spike. A Friday morning, Friday afternoon short-term spike. It's a beautiful thing. That's how gold, what happens with gold, folks, is that the correlation between the gold and the S&Ps, if you keep your eye on that, well, and you can see the dollar is just basically hanging at the swing point. You know, the dollar is the king. There's no two ways about that. So.
Now, folks, they can go over to the homepage at tfnet.com. First, they got to sign up for their Nadex account. That gives you one platform. Now, the tools that we're taking a look at from Daryl are not a part of Nadex.
No, they're not.
These are specialized tools.
They're specialized tools to trade the Nadex product. That's exactly what they are. Okay, right. So you know, you get the Nadex account up and going. You can come on over. You can test drive the scanner, the analyzer, and you are off to the races. No doubt. Right now, let's go.
One of the things I was noticing, too, I was just posting over in the den, is like the deviation levels that we have up.
Yes.
I post those every night, and right now it's like we just hit and bounced right off the half deviation level on Russell.
So we bounced off the half deviation. Okay, so let's pull that Russell up for a second. Okay, so let's walk through this. Okay, so that was, okay, so that's on the way down, right? I got it. Okay, cool.
Yeah, so you're taking a short trade, you know, on Russell.
Yeah.
Right now, this is where you'd be tightening your stop.
Okay.
Or where if you were bullish on the day, then a lot of times the market will move to a half deviation and then reverse.
Okay, cool.
And so this might be where you would take your long on the trade. But definitely, like if you're short, you're tightening your stops at this point. You're going to look to tighten them again.
Yep.
If it moves on down to 808.5.
Okay,
and
cool.
again to 805.5. And 805.5 is really you know, that's a one deviation move. And this is not like a standard deviations.
No, okay, so watch this, folks, okay? So many of you know how the out of time of the trade works. So if you take that deviation level and you put it together, right now I got a 10-minute chart up. Well, guess what? I use the IWM. They had 1.9 million shares there. That was the price point of 80.96. Well, the first time we came down, you came down 1.7. What it had just done on the last 10 minutes, it tested it with 900,000 versus that 1.9 million. So the cool thing here with Daryl's tools, folks, is that you combine them. They're tools in order to combine the action
with your trading system.
With the trading system. And exactly. You know, it's a beautiful thing, man.
And you have to know what you expect. You know, it's one of those. I mean, you have to have an expectation, and you got to have some tools together. And one of the things, you know, we talked about this a little bit before. And it was funny. I was actually listening to one of the podcasts we did when I first started talking with y'all back in May, and I was on your show before I started with my own full-time show with y'all.
Yeah.
And one of the biggest things that are missing, and I think even most traders would agree to this, you know, they have the fundamentals. They're looking at news. They're looking at earnings. You know, things like that. Okay. They got their technicals. Obviously, they're checking things out. They're doing their Fibonacci drawings. They're looking at different, levels, things like that, such as moving averages, MACD, etc.
Yes.
And they'll go in, and so that, they put all those pieces together. And some of them, some people may have their seasonals, all right? But one of the areas that very few traders actually take advantage of is statistical deviations.
Right.
So, and it's the big boys use it. So, I learned this from a floor trader.
Yes.
So, who traded, he did basically he hopped on the floor and he traded the CBOE.
Right.
And he used it to do what's called gamma scalping, where you're delta neutraling every half deviation and all this stuff.
Right.
But he used it for floor trading because it was so accurate. He could go in and just take trades over and over and over and over again. And so this formula is built specifically for day trading or 5 days or less.
Right.
And there's a lot of deviations out there, a lot of formulas out there that are made
all trading is built for that.
Yeah, exactly. They're made for months and weeks and years or whatever. But
give my money to someone in 5 days, I have a problem.
Yeah, exactly. That's not a trader. But you go in here and you look at this, and people they don't have this piece of the pie. They don't have a proper expectation. They just have this hope that's going to keep going. And
yes.
One of the number one things they don't have a profit goal in their head. They know I'd like to make $3 for every dollar I risk,
right.
Or man, I hope I make a lot of money. But then as soon as they get in, now they may be. Sometimes people get good at the risk management. Nadex makes that really easy.
Okay. Yes.
But then they have to deal with the fact of, but where do I take my profit? Did I take it too soon? Where should I tighten it? And so you have that battle, like I don't want to give it all back, but I also want to make a whole lot more.
It's so cool, man. There's no doubt. And having the number in front of you is a different ball game, because if you kid yourself then, folks, okay, it's like, what are you doing? I mean, do you know what I mean? It's like, hold it. If you know anything about just life, right? The black swan comes every once in a while, but the fact of the matter is, most of the time you just get banged around a little. Do you know what I mean?
That's right.
Yeah.
The success that I've had in the short period of time that I've been using the Nadex platform,
right?
And what I love about it is there are some tools that I use when the markets get really stretched in one direction or the other,
right?
And that's where it makes it so easy to come in there and go ahead and put the risk-reward trade on, because number one, it's also giving you the highest rewards, because the market is so stretched at that side.
It is.
And so you're on the other side of the trade.
And no one wants that trade.
And I'm like, are you kidding me? Because the probability of it actually working has just improved for you. I call it's that bungee cord. Yeah, just like we were watching yesterday with the bungee cord.
Yep.
And you're just trying to pick it as far, let it keep getting extended as much as possible.
Totally.
Exactly. And so when you're trying to figure out, how far do you think it can extend? Of course, you have the ABCD analysis. You have
a bunch of different tools that are out there. You can be
and what's great is, I think I know, Tommy, you talk about this in your book, right? You talk about putting everything together so it all lines up.
Right.
And so when you can combine like that ABCD analysis with the Fibonacci levels with the deviations, and you're actually now you're getting right into the heart of diagnostic trading.
Right.
Because it's, how does everybody else look at the market? Where does that line up? And then how do I take advantage of that?
Yeah, and the good thing is that most people aren't looking at it like that. And that's the advantage, folks. You got to remember something. This you're taking that money from someone. This is not it doesn't come out of the air, okay?
Right.
So
that's right.
This is survival of the fittest, period.
Yeah.
And remember that.
And what it does is it provides people, first they can test drive a paper account. And so some of the trading that we're talking about is really where your back is up against the wall.
Right.
And that's when the most fear is out there for folks. And so this provides you with a real easy way to be able to do that. So you just get used to coming up with fear gauges that you would use on your charts. It could be just simply testing swing points with volume, whatever it might be, and then they easily be able to go over to the tool that Daryl has to identify the best reward to risk for whatever instrument it is that you're looking at.
Totally.
I mean, to me, that's how you put that whole package together.
You wait for the fear, or you wait for everyone's giggling.
That's right.
As soon as everyone's giggling, folks, okay, and the King Kong syndrome comes in, guess what? Sell that market.
Well, because we know the market has to breathe. It's like you or I. You're a race, okay? And if you're going to do a 50-yard dash, you're really using your energy, and oftentimes we'll see that 50-yard dash. Yeah. We saw it this morning. When the market really, first the market was down 100, wasn't sure what to do.
Right.
Came out with the GDP, whatever, some type of report out there. Move the market. But you saw it was a sprint.
GDP was up 2%.
Yeah, so it was a big sprint. But I could watch it. Even when I came out at 9:30 this morning, I was telling folks, just wait, the market's going to pull back here. People will be like, what's he talking about?
The market's going to go up.
Well, the market's going to go back, but I'm just saying, but at 9:30, as the market was moving up, as it was opening up, so just sit tight. It's going to pull back intraday. It's going to pull back intraday.
Right.
It's too stretched right now.
Yeah. Now, this is what's pretty wild. So, when you get a pullback like this intraday, what it's also saying, folks, is that it wants to go higher.
That's right. Yeah. It's because measure the intraday pullback. It's
going to prove, like right now, okay, can the Bears smoke it down? Well, guess what? I'm not selling. The Bears already made their money, man. Want to go home? Go to the Four Seasons tonight. You stay right there, folks are coming back.
Are you looking for a precision edge in the market? Something that can stack the odds in your favor? Then look into Larry Pezzavento's new trading newsletter, Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind. In each weekly issue, Larry explains what's going to happen in the markets based on the pattern he sees developing and gives you actionable trade ideas based on those patterns. Plus, you'll get his detailed analysis on a variety of markets and sectors, including stocks, treasury bonds, the gold market, oil, the dollar, the forex market, and more. And you'll get the technical corner Corner segment, which is a short but powerful weekly training session on trading. You'll get access to all the patterns Larry is seeing in the markets, plus the Astro Harmonics and powerful Bradley stock market model that Larry utilizes for less than $5 a day. An extremely potent combination that will give you just the edge you've been looking for. Try patterns, profits, and peace of mind absolutely free for 2 weeks. Go to tfnn.com and click on the free trial link at the top of the page. That's an $85 value, yours free when you register right now. Get Larry's patterns, profits, and peace of mind and get the edge you've been looking for.
In just December of last year, the price of gold was down over 10%. In today's highly volatile gold market, you need someone in your corner that understands the complex relationships that exist within the price of gold, as well as within a variety of gold equities. Whether it's the South African gold miners and knowing how the Rand-dollar relationship will affect their bottom line, or understanding how John Paulson's $5 billion trade in the GLD can move the market, Tom O'Brien gives you the direction you need to become a better trader each week in his newsletter, The Gold Report. With over 20 individual equities covered and almost another 20 on the potential watch list each week, in addition to covering the XAU, HUI, GLD, and dollar, The Gold Report is a great source for any trader that is looking to be diversified in today's volatile gold market. For your 30-day free trial to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report, log on to tfnn.com today. Don't miss out on this great offer. Act now. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to tfnn.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Let me tell you something, folks. I have people coming up to me saying, I just can't believe the amount of work that Steve does on his newsletter. And I says, I absolutely agree.
That is a recent clip from the Money Masters show that Tom and I do each day at TFNN. My newsletter service, Mastering Probability, is much, much more than a newsletter. Yes, it's outperformed the S&P 500 by 100% during the last 15 months. But more importantly, it's an extraordinary education, a roadmap for your success. And it's yours risk-free for the next 30 days. Just go to the homepage of tfnn.com and click on my name, Steve Rhodes, and then Mastering Probability, because everyone needs a success strategy. For most, it's a competitive edge, the will to win, the drive to overcome any obstacle. Whatever you call it, winners find a way. Find your way to Mastering Probability today, because your journey to extraordinary rewards is just one click away.
Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Martin, Tom O'Brien, Steve Rhodes. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, you get the Dow down 46, Nasdaq's off 11, S&Ps are off 7, Apple's down 460. Let's go take a look at Apple for a second, because Apple is all about the Nasdaq, no doubt. Okay, so Apple, they got 11 million shares right now. She is, it's going to be interesting. Okay, so this is what the number is. Okay, we got, okay, so it's 6. This 611 again. Isn't this amazing? The 611. Okay, so it's 611.94. No, it's 603. Okay, 603.69.
Yeah.
Now, at 603.69, folks, you're going to need more than 3.3 million shares on a 10-minute to do it. And you know what? It's not going to do it. It just came into 604.9. And let's see, what time is it? What time? Just give me a ballpark.
It's 10:55.
Okay, so you get 5 minutes into it, and you only get 393,000 shares. That ain't enough. Well, it gets even better than that, folks. When you get, that's not even 10%. Of the deal,
as far as sellers,
Apple's going to bounce,
right, yeah.
and you can get a bounce in Apple right now to 610, easy, like a no-brainer. So that's going to basically, take the Nasdaq, flat back up, whatever. Do you know what I mean? But pretty wild, man. Well, listen, Daryl, man, that tool of yours is pretty amazing. So I gotta get this live Nadex account up, which I'm going to do Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah,
for sure.
And then folks need to come over to the homepage of TFNN.com and sign up for your Nadex account. That's step number 1.
Right. Yeah, because it's pretty amazing the amount of money that you actually can risk versus what the reward is, and in particular, I guess. In spikes like this, well, this is a perfect situation. I mean, realistically, because even my NQs are down from where I bought them. It's not down a lot, down 7 points though, versus $30 on the E-mini trade. Because on that E-mini trade, that would have been down $250 right now.
And to the extent that you want to learn how to trade the contrarian side of something, it's a really great platform to be able to do it.
Yeah, no doubt.
Because as we were pointing out, I mean, once you take the trade, the stop's in place.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
And listen, I mean, the thing that's neat, I know that you and Steve, the currencies are really dynamic in there, aren't they?
Oh, yeah. And the currencies are actually, I'd say like the S&P 500 and the currencies are my two favorite, I guess, things, sort of like any of the currencies.
Okay.
And what it helps you do is you can start getting down into 5-minute charts, 10-minute charts,
right?
Where you really start to see the fluctuation, just the daily patterns that are going on out there,
right? And
so you can really see, from my standpoint, it becomes very easy to see where the market is stretched on both sides.
And you know what's cool, folks? Okay, what happens is that when you bring it down to a smaller time frame. Now, listen, I know plenty of people have jobs and all that, but I just want to explain something for a second. When you bring it down to a smaller time frame, what ends up happening is that people are waiting for longer moves.
Yeah.
And you can be in and out a couple times and make your money and be gone.
Well, the other thing, what it allows you to do is, this is especially for folks that do work, and especially on the currency marketplace.
Yeah.
So whether it's candle, whatever the patterns are that you're learning to trade, you're able to come home from work, you're able to, have your dinner, relax for a bit, and then go trade some currency pairs.
Right.
You can be trading the yen, you can be trading the euro. I mean, and it just gives you the ability to start getting comfortable with your own trading plans out there.
Hey, so how does the yen trade on this, man? I think I'm going to go trade the yen because the yen's in a bull market, and we're all geniuses in a bull market, even though it just got whacked.
It's just, and it should be coming back. You just completed an A to B equals CD.
Right.
100% move, and it's time for it to pull back.
Amazing.
You can hop on there, you can trade the yen, and we even have the deviation levels on the yen, and the pound yen, euro yen, and
cool,
US yen are
Listen,
all built
folks,
into the scanner.
You stay right there. We're going up to the Newton, Massachusetts, Basil Chapman. And then we get Nico
Health and Wealth today.
12-1. Back to Daryl, 1-2, David White. Daryl, 3-4. Back here. Have a great one, folks. Have a safe one.